Number 9. We had 5 on display in these enclosures over back, and we have an additional 4 across the street in 2 separate habitats. More about them in a moment. By far, the most common question that's asked of us about our bear family is, how long do they live? And the answer comes in 2 parts. Out here in the woods of New Hampshire, we currently have an estimated population of wild bears that approaches 4,500 head, and they're on the increase. We'll probably never know how many for sure, though, because every time they hold a census, no one shows up. However, they are very common here in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, so if you're here on a visit, you're driving down the back road, you're out there hiking, camping, or fishing, you may see a wild bear. And if you do, please stay away from them. Don't try to get close. Do not feed them. And most of all, don't offer up a family member to have a picture taken in a nice bear. It ends badly for all those involved. Now currently, the Fish and Game Department tells us the average life expectancy for a bear out there is not very long. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 years. Well, I'm sure some live longer than that, but that's the average. I can tell you this, our bears live much longer. They have a guaranteed living, a balanced diet, and we protect them. They're our personal property, our pets, and we extend their lives greatly over that of their wild cousins. The oldest one we have at present you will not see today. She's across the street in special quarters. She's living in a retirement community. She's over there in peace and quiet and shade. She has 2 houses to choose from, her own private swimming pool, 2 meals a day. She's collecting social insecurity, Medicare, and the meager interest they pay on her personal savings account. I'm speaking of a bear we've had here for many years. Her name is Moxie. She was abandoned by her mother in the Vermont woods. She was a very sickly little bear cub. The Vermont Fish and Game got together with the New Hampshire Fish and Game. And in a very special circumstance, we were able to take her in, rescue her, if you will. And we nursed her back to health in the kitchen of our home across the way. I remember her as a teenager, Moxie running around the kitchen of our house, knocking things down, getting into mischief. At night, we'd sleep with her on the couch to keep her safe and warm. And in the morning, she'd get into my old G.I. Joe collection and chew their heads off. However, today, Moxie is 26 years of age. And that is not a record. The all-time best we've ever done raising a little cubby bear into old age. He's laid to rest in the flower garden right over there. And yes, there are bears buried over here. Some of our finest show bears in history. The one I'm speaking of, we call him Old Fella. He lived with us here for 38 years, 7 months. And we believe that is an all-time record for the North American black bear. Now many people are curious. What do we feed our bears here? I want to reassure you, their diet is healthy. It does not consist of popcorn, candy, soft drinks, and junk food. If it did, it would be much cheaper for us to take care of them. Actually, the main diet, the meat and potatoes of it, is dog chow. Dog health. They think it's bear food. And we've never told them otherwise. We don't even show them the bag it comes in. It has a picture of a dog's face on the outside cover, and we don't want to come in some morning and find them barking and growing long tails. Tough crowd. But if that's all they got, dog chow, that would be rather mundane. So we augment their diet with quantities of fruit and vegetables, cod liver oil, and some other vitamins and minerals in the test of their health and long life here with us. In the woods, it's a different story. They start from the ground and work up. Fully insects, grass, clover, sweet wild berries in season. They can catch, kill, and eat small woodland creatures, chipmunks, squirrels, frogs, mice, and life. Mr. Bear is omnivorous, like you and I, who live on meat and flesh, as well as vegetation. And in the fall of the year, they climb into trees looking for beech nuts, butternuts, acorns, and also apples. We feed our bears large quantities of apples in the fall to help fatten them up for the coming winter. And on occasion, we have seen one of our bigger male bears eat a bushel of apples in 20 minutes. A bushel is 40 pounds. One male bear, 20 minutes. When he's done, He's full of applesauce. And incidentally has become a walking cider press. Now another common question, where do our bears go in the winter months? Well, they stay here. They den up and go to sleep inside the wooden houses that you see, be it on this side of the road or the other. If we have more than one bear in an enclosure, we provide additional housing. That way they can sleep together or separately. The arrangement is up to them. We board up the openings on the house except for ones that can continue now as they so choose. We provide them with hay. They take it inside and make a nest out of it, kind of a bowl-shaped depression. And that's where they sleep for the balance of the winter. They do awaken occasionally and eat a small quantity of snow to help replenish body moisture given off during respiration. We stop feeding our bears here on December 7th. From that point forward, no breakfast, lunch, or supper for 3.5 months. Now, if you think that's hardship, think about those poor bears out there. They go without food for 4.5 to 5 months every winter. Farther north in Canada, it's even longer than that. And they can only do it if they fatten up sufficiently in summer and fall and live on the fat tissue stored in their bodies. Now, those are just a few of the bear facts. The Bear Show started here back in 1949. That was the year my father Murray and my uncle Ed decided they would teach and train little tubby bears for show work. Sadly, in 2009, my uncle Edward M. Clark passed away, and then in 2010, my father, W. Murray Clark, passed away. These two men started the Bear Show here over 60 years ago. And now, with the help of my sister Maureen, we'll continue to do the show as best we can. They would have wanted it that way. They always told us, the show must go on, and so it shall. Thank you very much for listening so quietly and patiently. Here comes our first report, and the end of by the Come on out here, little fellow. They want to get to the good part. Here he is, soaking wet and keeping cool. Pep is 8 years of age. He comes from the upper peninsula of Michigan, not born here. He comes in and looks the props over to make sure that OSHA would approve. Then he looks the audience over to pick out the tasty ones. Young man, when you're ready, grab that wooden barrel then. My dad made that one. You run that around the ring. And, pretend it's the Stanley Cup and you're a Bruin. Run, Forrest, run! He hands it in, and it's his turn for some refreshment. But you'll notice that he's a lay-down drinker, just like his father. That's right, he's the spit ninja dad. Looks just like the old man. His father was a bear. Well, I don't know what you thought he was. And what is he drinking? Well, that's a short drink of milk and honey. He doesn't like it, but we make him drink it. And as soon as he's done, he jumps right up and runs over here to the scale. He wants to get weighed in. He is trying to gain weight for this upcoming winter. That's what bears do. That is their job. Last winter, right before he went to bed, at his heaviest, he weighed in at 474 pounds. Maureen, what do you get today? 404 pounds today. And growing daily. All right, young man. That was nicely done. We're proud of you. Now, time for a ride in that swing chair. You get up there and take position. You got in the chair backwards. Oh, and now you're going to ride backwards? You know, come to think of it, he does everything backwards. But that's just the way he is. He's a clown. All he wants to do is make people laugh. And he's working as hard as he can. Oh, thank you. He appreciates it. Look at him smile. All right, for him moving the T-bar, this is going to slow him down. He needs help getting out of the chair. He doesn't really need help. He's a teenager. He knows it all already. This time, you be careful getting out of there. Don't you dare slip and fall on your ass. Ankle. All right, I've got the chair. I'll grab that spoon. And let's see. We'll put this barrel over here. He should come running right along with that spoon in his mouth. He thinks it makes him look cool. All right, young man.